just to take you back, ne? I heard you talking about a legal LLB degree and those that you can open. Is it the same with a BCOM Law degree? Okay.
So there's 3 types, for lack of a better word to use. You can either study a straight LLB, you can study a BCOM Law, you'll have BCOM majors. You can study a BA Law, and you'll have BA majors.
What does the BA stand for?
Baccalaureus, Bachelor of Arts, Baccalaureus Artim.
Okay.
Baccalaureus Artim, Baccalaureus
Bonisile. Go with the Latin.
Baccalaureus.
That's how we know a real lawyer. That's how you know. That's how you know it's a real lawyer. When there's Latin, it's a real lawyer.
So what made you go into law?
Interesting, yes.
I've always been a curious child. I'd always been a curious child. Initially, I thought that, like, I remember in high school, whenever anyone asked me, I'd say I'm going to study investigative journalism. And I'm going to do investigative journalism. I'm going to be the next Deborah Patter.
Oh,
yeah.
The blueprint.
Yeah, the blueprint of investigative journalism. But I felt like it stops at like a certain, like you can investigate,
You don't see it through.
but you don't see it through, you know? And very closely linked to the investigative journalism for me, in my mind, was law. Now, when I was in high school, I went through career assessment. I think it was in grade 12 or 11, just before you do your varsity applications. We went through career guidance, career assessment. You write a test, you go through a whole series of tests. And funny, the results of the test, I had 2 options, 2 strong options to choose from. The first option said that it recommends that I become an actress.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, that's definitely,
So you can see it. Okay.
We're not saying anything about ability, but but looks
The shade, Munna.
looks wise. I think we can tick the box.
The shade.
We can see actress.
Option number 2 was law, which made sense to me that, like, okay, I had been having an interest, so let's see. And
That's 2 very different things.
Very different. I mean, I do some content creating. I do, but I don't do it like acting.
Okay.
Well, maybe there's a connection there,
Maybe there is.
Because lawyers are not known to be the most truthful people. This is me saying it nicely now. And actors are literally portraying someone else. So maybe that's where.
Do you know, it's funny. It's funny you should say that.
This is what I hear, by the way.
It's funny you should say that. And let's dispel another rumor. Lawyers are not liars. We know how to present the truth.
Isn't that lying?
No.
Lying, there's 2 levels of lying. I guess
Yeah.
telling a mistruth or telling a half-truth intentionally so that it presents something differently. That's a lie.
We just know how to present the truth.
Even now, yeah.
You know how to present the truth. What does that mean?
We know how to present the truth. I can convince you that this flower is purple. Okay. And I can convince you that this flower could be a shade of pink. Okay. But am I lying?
So
it could be a shade of pink. It could be a shade of purple. It is a shade of purple. It is a shade of pink.
So the way
matter of fact could be, it's just the words that you use. If I say you may or you must. If I say you may be or you are.
Yes, what's the difference? Sorry, side track. What's the difference between shall and must? You shall do this or you must do this. Yes, because like you read not a contract, like an act or something, or regulation. And then it says must. And no one says shall. And they say, no, don't write must, write shall.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never experienced. Potentially must and may. Must is.
Yeah, must and may. May is optional, must is. But shall means you shall do it. And must means you ought to do it.
But yeah.
Right?
No,
Yeah.
but must means you must do it. It's obligatory.
No, but as a father, you shall take care of your kids. As a father, you must take care of your kids. So that means
Okay. You shall, meaning you're most likely to do it. You have to do it.
And then you must, as if it is expected of you.
Okay.
think so.
Yeah, that's a play of words.
So
I think we could do an episode of Boss in Liga. Yeah, I think we should do something.
I have a coat robe in my car if you're interested.
Yeah, and we've got the cameras here, so we can.
So to understand, Lesego, if I come there with a love bite on my neck and my girl calls you, your job is to say, yes, it is a love bite, but it might be an allergic reaction. Essentially.
Then it's not a love bite.
Then it's not a love bite.
No, yes. Yeah, so to say here's a mark.
I'm putting, yes, definitely there is a mark on his neck. However, it could be
An allergic
It could be an allergic reaction. It could be a bee sting. It could be a...
And unless she can prove that here's a picture of someone at this club.
Here's the
Judge
thing.
will have to apply his mind.
But now we're talking private law versus public law. Because initially we were talking about criminal law, right? Now we're talking about private law, which is between individuals, right? This is civil. Civil is not beyond a reasonable doubt. It's on a balance of probabilities.
Yeah.
You see, civil is on a balance of probabilities. So me being a judge, listening to the both of you, she comes and she says, Your Worship, he has a love bite. And I say, okay, what has convinced you? How do you deduce that it's a love bite? Because he was seen with Sophie and Sophie was kissing his neck. Okay, now the scale is tipped towards her. You see, now it's your turn to come and defend yourself, to tip the scale back. And you say, Your Worship, I do have a mark on my neck. However, it's not a love bite. Sophie is a masseuse. So she was massaging me. And I think I may have had an allergic reaction to something that she used. I went with Sophie to get a massage. Then the scale, but the scale is still more like, because Sophie was seen kissing your neck. Masseuses kiss people's neck.
It's an erotic massage.
Yo.